ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you get the crap here like 2 seconds before. We good to hear? Let me know.
At Fat Boys Tire and Auto, our business is about more than just selling tires and fixing cars. We believe in faith, family, and community. The Fat Boys family has been serving Wyoming and Nebraska for over 50 years, and 3 generations later, our values have never changed. When you need tires or auto repairs, find the Fat Boys, and we'll treat you like family. Fat Boys Tire and Auto in Cheyenne, Laramie, Scottsbluff, and Wheatland. Get price quotes and schedule service at fatboystires.com.
And welcome back for Game 2 as we are getting ready to get things underway. Corey Williams taking his warm-up tosses as it will be again the Hawks will be the visiting team, and Colin Crecilius will square off against Corey Williams. Ryan Ruskinen will get the call for the Hawks here in Game 2. As we have Crecilius digging in, he'll be followed by Barrington. First pitch on the way, and that one is going to be tapped over to McAnally. Coulter McAnally, shortstop, double pumps, and then fires over to Hayden Swain at first base for the first out. So around the horn again, it'll be Tafoya, Coulter McAnally. At second base, it'll be Landon McAnally, and at first base will be Hayden Swain, the winner, Game 1. Swinging around the outfield, Braden Pearson in left field. In center will be Peyton Seeley, and in right field will be Ethan Reisdorfer. Your battery is Corey Williams on the hill and Kane Westby behind the dish as ball 1 is taken by Barrington. And it's 1-0. Again, we'll get some info on Williams here just a second. This one will be fouled out of play off to the left side. Corey making his 12th appearance of the season. 7th start, 5-1, RJ. 34 2/3 innings. Has given up 10 earned runs.
Yeah,
again,
so
these ERAs are just amazing with these kids.
Yeah. You know, and especially, you when you think about at this level, you know, the kids are going to hit. Yeah. And, you know, and the one thing that would be behind would be pitching, but
ball 2. Yeah, and again, too, it even holds true in my league. If you can't hit a fastball, then you can't play.
Right.
I mean, that's the bottom line. You got to hit a fastball.
Yeah.
Ball 3 as Barrington lays off one that's floated to the outside. Froge on deck. Aiden Froge, he'll bat third. 3-1 pitch, and that is way outside, ball 4. So a one-out walk to Barrington, and that'll bring up Froge. So Froge in game 1 whiffed a couple of times. He'll bat from the right side to face Corey Williams. So when RJ and I had that break during game 1, we met down at the at the old people's hangout.
Yeah, I offered.
No. But we were talking. We were saying, because I wanted to print up that list of famous number ones, and then we sat there and we were in the bathroom and we were talking about other numbers, and what was the first number that came up? We started talking like Tulowitzki for the Rockies at number 2, Bichette number 10, Galarraga number 14. This one is lifted into the air, foul, and will be out of play. But again, where we grew up, or even in our adult life as fans, you brought up Chipper Jones.
Yeah, number 10.
Yeah. Famous numbers. One down here in the inning, 0-1 to Froge. Anthony Pacheco on deck. One out walk to Barrington with a short lead over at first base. Now we'll extend that lead. And the pitch. Fouled off to the right and out of play. And quickly in the hole is Froge at 0-2.
Well, the Hawks definitely want to make a better offensive showing this game than last.
Well, right now they have a one-out walk, taking a good-sized lead, not running, and outside 1-2.
I think that first game, I think the farthest they got a runner was second?
Oh yeah, they had Pacheco at third.
Had Pacheco at third. Okay.
He had that leadoff double, and they actually, matter of fact, Swain threw the ball into center field on the air, throwing error. Had him at third, but could not bring him home. Williams fires a fastball, and Froge swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. So Anthony Pacheco will come on up. Do want to thank our fine sponsors. We didn't get that chance at the end of the game. The Break Stop, Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, Cheyenne Regional Medical Center, Platte Valley Bank, Merritt Plumbing Heating, the Gill Window Company, Key of Cheyenne, Wyoming Department of Transportation, First Tier Bank, Burns Insurance Company, Fat Boys Tire and Auto, Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service. Other thank yous coming up. As a fastball drifts outside, it's 1-0. Also want to thank Chick-fil-A, Page Lane at number 1 Properties, 2 doors down, and Taco John's, our scoreboard sponsor. Right now, has nothing on it. As we are into the top of the first inning. 2 down. And Pacheco drills one down the left field line, foul.
Oh, man, I tell you, that runner at first, he was gone with contact.
That would have been the first run of the game for the Hawks. Anthony getting around, and then again, too, has been up with the big club. So, taking some cuts. On both sides with the Hawks as well as the Sixers. He's locked in. Bad pitch as Westby kind of took his eye off the pitch as he was trying to keep an eye on Barrington. Barrington will head to second base. That'll be a pass ball on Westby.
Well, that's what runners on the base paths do for you.
Yeah.
Create a little pressure.
2-1 to Pacheco with 2 down here in the inning. Again, a one-out walk to Barrington. Has him now stretched over to second base. 2-1 pitch. That is down low. Gets scooped by Westby, and it's 3-1. Jack Garrett will follow. Again for Pacheco in game 1, he was 1 of 2. He had 1 of the 3 hits, and that was a monstrous double he hit over the head of Horton in game 1. 3-1 pitch, swing, and a miss. And that was just pure heat.
It was.
Count is full, 3-2. Williams stares in from for the signs. Westby sets up on the outside edge and struck him out. hitting the spot perfectly, as they say. So a couple of Ks by Williams gets him out of the jam. No runs, no hits, no errors. One runner left. We move to the bottom of the first inning. Hawks nothing, Sixers coming to bat. We're back after a 60-second timeout. You're watching Post 6 Baseball on 1480 KRAE.
Knock it out of the park with your family dinner tonight and score a home run with Two Doors Down. Two Doors Down menu selections are perfect for the active family. From gourmet burgers served with bottomless fries to soups and salads to the all-new platters. Two Doors Down, where you can enjoy a great dinner and still be able to take your family out to the ball game. Two Doors Down, 118 East 17th Street. For full menu and specials, go to twodoorsdown.net. Two Doors Down, flipping great burgers since 2009.
Right choice for your insurance needs. Burns Insurance is a trusted choice, full-service, independent insurance agency offering a full range of commercial, agricultural, and personal insurance products through many national and regional carriers. Let our friendly, experienced agents help you find the right product at the right price for your asset protection. Buy the policy, get the agent at Burns Insurance, your right choice. Find Burns Insurance on Facebook or at burnsia.com.
Arrow will be doing the DH and Coulter McInally at shortstop. First pitch in for strike by Ruskinen, and it's 0-1. Tafoya went 2 for 3, scored a run, game 1. And the pitch by Ruskinen, that is down low, skips away from the catcher. Trying to get some numbers here on Ruskinen pitching. This will be his 9th game pitch, 6th start. He's 1-2 on the season.
Right.
Count 2-1 now on Tafoya. So let's see what other goodies we have on Ruskinen. Tafoya bounces one over to the third base side.
Whoa!
And that one was airmailed, and Tafoya on his horse, he can flat out fly, and he will go to second base on the throwing error. Not what the Hawks wanted to see right away, as it was Kyler Hoff airmailing that one over to Garrett at first base.
Well, look at Garrett, pretty tall kid, but he wasn't that tall. That one.
Garrett doesn't run 8 feet 9 inches, that's for sure. Julian Romero went 2 for 2 with a sacrifice in game 1. He'll be DHing here in game 2. McInally to follow. Coulter McInally. Hayden Swain will bat 4th. Quick throw back to second base, that is. Tafoya back in. Batting 5th will be Braden Pearson in left field. Ethan Reisdorfer getting the call in right field. He'll hit 6th. Caden Westby behind the dish, batting 7th. First pitch all the way to Romero, and Romero lifts a foul out of play to the left side. Landon McInally will be patrolling second base, batting 8th, and Peyton Seeley will be in center field. He'll hit 9th. Count 0-1 to Tafoya. To Romero, Tafoya at second base, and there's going to be a base hit up the middle, and that's going to drop in. Tafoya had to check up over in between third and second, so he'll stop at third base.
Center fielder actually had that tough call. That was either if you were going to go for it, he's going to have to dive, and if you miss it.
Yeah, Robbins could not commit. And again, too, that's at the point where we had a little bit of sunlight out there, and then all of a sudden now the sun's gone behind the clouds.
Yeah, well, that's pretty much been the whole day.
McInally, who homered in game 1, went 2 for 2. And we'll look at ball 1. So Ruskinen in trouble right out of the get-go for the Hawks. Of course, the air weighs a little bit heavily. Romero a threat to run. Count runs 2-0 to McInally. Trying to keep my eye on everything around here. So Romero kind of off to a medium-sized lead. 2-0 pitch, and McInally flies one, skies it in the left field, and coming in for it will be Pacheco. He will test the arm. Tafoya does, and will score easily as Romero will hold on to first base. So Sixers again on the board first.
Yeah.
As McAnally flies out to left field. We'll get credited for the RBI.
And again, actually, that was a pretty decent throw from Tafoya out and left.
No, that was, Pacheco.
Pacheco, yeah.
See, you're like me. You get all the names all mixed up
Yeah.
here. It's a simple thing to do at our age. We'll be retiring to the home after we're all done after this, too. Strike one on Swain. Swain making his first batting appearance for the Sixers.
Every time you walk into a room, you got to try to remember what you were in there for.
Yeah, no kidding. And Swain
Nice
hits a
hop.
little one hopper as they'll try to get it around the horn,
No.
couldn't do so. Kind of slow coming out of the third baseman's glove there.
Yeah, it was. He had a bit of a problem finding a handle on it.
So it will go 5-4 on the fielder's choice as they get it over to Comrade. And it will keep Swain at first on the fielder's choice. Romero wiped out. 2 down in the inning. Braden Pearson
Good pitch.
back in game 1. Pearson was 1 for 2. Sixers lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. Pearson waited on the curveball and fouls it off. Quickly finds himself down 0-2 in the count. Again, I'm just looking through all of this wonderful stuff I have in my hand. Oh, Swain, by the way, was hitting 342 when he came up last. Curveball, just up high.
Wow, he didn't miss by much with that one.
Well, that one floated across the letters.
Yeah.
1-2. 2 down in the inning. And the pitch. That one, strike 3 call.
Froze him.
And again, nice little curveball that he took something off of it, and Pearson got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. So for the Sixers, they come up with a run in the inning. There was 1 hit, there was 1 error, and 1 runner left. We have completed 1, and the Sixers lead 1-0. Back after the 60-second timeout, you're watching Post 6 Baseball on 1480 KRAE.
To announce the addition of full-time neurosurgeon Dr. Jonah Sheehan to the CRMG Neurosurgery and Spine Clinic. Dr. Sheehan brings with him 21 years of neurosurgery experience. We're excited to have his expertise with us here in Wyoming. Schedule your appointment today by calling 307-635-2562.
In the 1960s, Bruce Lee said, "Be water, my friend." The meaning of that advice has been debated ever since. Here at First Tier Bank, we believe he meant that preserving your liquid assets in a high-yield money market account can get you a decent yield on your funds while maintaining your liquidity in choppy financial markets. We've got some of the best money market rates around, and we'd like to invite you to be water and make your liquid assets work for you. Stop by or call First Tier Bank today with 2 locations to serve you at 1508 Stillwater Avenue and 1800 KRAE Avenue in downtown Cheyenne. Or check us out at firsttierbanks.com. First Tier Banks, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Powers Field. Larry Prod along with Nick,
Close.
And the reason I said Nick, because I was texting him last night. So, man, I'm so used to looking to my left and seeing Nick there. But R.J. Fox, who used to be almost to my left back in the day.
Back in the day. Well, here we are.
Anyway, we moved to the bottom, or top of the second inning. This is where I start getting, 9 innings and I'm done.
That second game, yeah.
That second game, put a fork in me. So Jack Garrett, who went 0 for 2 in game 1, had a couple of strikeouts. He will face Corey Williams here in the top of the second inning. First pitch is down low for a ball. Let's go back to numbers. Those were a lot easier.
Yeah.
I was thinking 44s.
Well, Reggie Jackson, of course, the first one that jumps out there.
How about Henry Aaron?
Henry Aaron, absolutely.
Garrett gets a piece of it. Kind of golfs this one into center field, coming in quickly and making the grab for the Sixers is Seeley, and Garrett is out number 1. Another one that is easy enough to remember for me, Willie McCovey.
Willie McCovey from the Pirates.
Yeah. From the Pirates? I mean the Giants.
The Giants? Well, okay. I was thinking Stargell.
Stargell is number 8.
Yeah.
And to Camarade, that is a ball. Brady Camarade, the second baseman. One down here in the inning, and he'll try to go to the right side, and a little looping line drive that is picked off by McAnally, Landon McAnally, and for the second out.
And for the Hawks, they got to start finding some green with some of these pitches.
Connor Hoff technically was a hitting star for the Hawks in game 1. He went 1 for 1 with a walk. He had one of the 3 hits. And he'll take a strike right down the pipe from Williams. So come on here, Bunky, and start thinking some numbers. 27.
Oh.
Tapped foul near the Sixers dugout.
No.
I'll give you Juan Marichal.
Juan Marichal. No, there was a Brave that wore 27.
There was an Oakland A that wore 27 too, and he was with the Yankees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Catfish.
There you go, Catfish Hunter. 1 and 2. I'll help you along.
Number 9.
Well, you know what? Number 9 was worn by Reggie in Oakland.
Yeah.
Check swing and strike 3 call.
Strike 3 call.
So very harmless inning for Corey Williams. Nothing across the board. And the Hawks go down in order. After an inning and a half, Sixers lead 1-0. We're back after a 60-second timeout. You're watching Post 6 Baseball on 1480 KRAE.
The Brake Stop in Casper and Cheyenne is your locally owned brake specialist for over 20 years. ASE certified. We always offer 100% free brake inspection, free tire rotations, and now offering a free alignment check. So for the best brakes, best service, and always the best price, stop at the Brake Stop. See our website and social media for exclusive deals.
Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Your home deserves the very best, that's what we give to you. When it comes to vinyl windows, no need to be confused. We manufacture in Wyoming, build them all right here. 'Cause we know the climate, suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows.
And we're back at Powers Field on a day where the sun peeks in
once in a while
and then slips behind the clouds. It's a fair day here. So I mean, it's not an absolutely awful day, but trying to bust through that overcast that just had a stranglehold on us, especially when we got things underway just before 11 o'clock this morning. Ethan Reisdorfer will step in. He's hitting .247 on the season. Ethan will look at ball 1. Reisdorfer playing right field here in game 2.
I'll tell you what, man, these all-weather surfaces they have now are just awesome. We actually had a chance to play on this a few times when I was still playing.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
Low, ball 2. This one from the side, bobbled by Romine over at Hoff over at third base. Fires it over to Garrett in plenty of time for the first out. So Caden Westby will back from the left side. Again, we saw that when we were up in Rapid City where they have
the whole,
not grass in the outfield. And again, too, there are facilities that have half and half. I wish this city would, again, pay a little more attention to detail. Ball 1.
But still, so much better on some of the stuff you and I played on.
I understand that. But, again, you just can't go through these half half-witted, so to speak. You know, do it right.
Yeah.
And, you know, make that outfield all turf as well, too.
If you're gonna go to the cost, if you're gonna go to the trouble.
Strike one, 2-1 as Ruskinen fires a 2-0 strike. Yeah, I understand. City's not made out of dollars and cents, but you know what? You seem to get the money when you ask the taxpayer to help you out.
Yeah.
When you need the sixth penny or the fifth penny, whatever the case may be, we're always there to help you. How about helping the kids out here? You know, make this facility, an all-weather facility.
Yeah.
Westby fouls it off to the left side.
Now, I will say,
count remains 2-2.
Like over at the Cheyenne Junior Leagues, a lot of improvements over there on that side of the street.
Oh, we got lights up now here for the Little Leaguers.
Yeah, so.
Haven't seen them tested yet. Westby pounds it over to the right side, and low throw scooped up by Garrett on the throw from Braden Cameron.
Good scoop by Garrett. That was, yeah.
So a couple of harmless ground outs that Ruskinen has thrown here in the bottom of the second inning. That'll bring up Landon McAnally. McAnally went 1 for 2 in game one.
After getting bounced around, knocked around a little bit in that first inning, he's settled in here, and this second inning has been fairly efficient.
And it feels a lot better with his curveball, too.
Yeah.
Trying to whistle that in there from time to time. Check that McAnally was 1 for 3 in game one. Swing and a miss, took something off of that. And it evens up at a ball and a strike. Again, I'd say we're probably about, 60% sun right now?
Yeah, we're gaining.
Down low, 2-1. Pete Seeley on deck for post 6. Again, both teams post 6. Sixers, Hawks. This one will be hit to the second base side and gobbled up by Camarad. Fires over to Garrett and 4-3. How about that? Three
up
ground
there.
outs.
Yeah.
And nothing for the Sixers across the board after 2. Post 6. That's the first inning they have not scored. Or is this the second time they have not scored?
Yes, second, I think.
So for the Sixers, nothing across the board. After 2, post 6 leads. Sixers lead 1-0 over the Hawks back after the 60-second timeout on 1480 KRAE.
Advice has been debated ever since. Here at First Tier Bank, we believe he meant that preserving your liquid assets in a high-yield money market account can get you a decent yield on your funds while maintaining your liquidity in choppy financial markets. We've got some of the best money market rates around, and we'd like to invite you to be water and make your liquid assets work for you. Stop by or call First Tier Bank today with 2 locations to serve you at 1508 Stillwater Avenue and 1800 KRAE Avenue in downtown Cheyenne, or check us out at firsttierbanks.com. First Tier Banks, member FDIC.
If you own a home or property, you have at some time experienced a systems failure, always at the worst possible time. If that happens to you, just call Merritt Plumbing and Heating at 638-0749. Randy Merritt has over 35 years experience of plumbing and heating service. Merritt Plumbing and Heating and their entire crew have one mission: to provide homeowners and businesses throughout Southeast Wyoming with reliable, affordable, and honest services. For plumbing and heating, commit this name to memory: Merritt Plumbing and Heating. Online at merrittplumbingandheating.com.
And welcome back. Larry Perlman along with R.J. Fox. Going back to famous numbers once again. Number 1, Pee Wee Reese.
Pee Wee Reese.
Old Brooklyn Dodgers.
Like you mentioned, you start with that number 1, and it's like I swear, like at least every other shortstop was number 1.
Yeah.
That just seemed to be the number for the position.
I was thinking, and I might be wrong, Tony Kubek, before they retired Billy Martin's number. I think Tony Kubek, who used to do NBC broadcast, I think he was number 1.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. Sal Bando, the captain of the A's back in the
glory days.
In their 70s. I think he was number 6. Rick Monday was number 7. Fly ball into left field, camping underneath it for the Sixers, and making the easy grab is Pearson. First out by Romine as he flies out. 1 pitch, 1 out, And that'll be Broden Robbins coming up. Center fielder. Sixers with the 1 run in the bottom of the first inning. And you were right that they didn't score in the fourth inning back in game 1. So I was thinking they had not been shut out at all today until I went back and looked at the stats. Swing and a miss. And the count evens at a ball and a strike to Robbins. Are you looking up famous numbers?
Well,
There you
I
are.
was kind of looking through. Well, yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to think. Koufax was 32 for the Dodgers. This one is hit into center field and traveling back on it. It went back a little bit further on Seeley, and he will have the glasses on and make the grab.
So
Again,
this one,
there's still a little bit of a breeze blowing out towards left
So
center.
this one's actually going to be fairly easy, and that's which Major League ball club was the first one to institute the retired numbers?
Well, that had to be the Yankees.
Yeah.
You know,
that was easy.
I mean, you go to.
Although the Cleveland Indians tried it briefly, and then I don't know, something didn't work there. But the Yankees,
they didn't have nobody that was worth it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Bob Feller. Feller was 19, if I'm not mistaken. Ball 1, strike 1, strike 2 now as Chrysalis misses.
So the first major leaguer whose number was officially retired.
Oh, that's going to be tough. I'll have to figure that one out here in a second. 0-2 pitch.
And it wasn't who,
down.
It's like the first thought I had was not the person who it was.
Oh, yeah, I think Ty Cobb.
Nope.
Honus Wagner.
Nope. Killing you with this one.
First one retired.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Curveball dips down outside 2-2. Oh, man, I'm trying to think of the years.
Well, we talked about this. Okay, so the Yankees wore 1 through 8, right? When they first started putting numbers on the uniforms. Right. That was the regular starting lineup of their normal batting order. Hence, of course, Ruth wore 3, Gehrig wore 4. So the first major leaguer whose number was retired was Lou Gehrig.
Number 4.
Number
Back
4.
in 1939. 39, because he died in 38.
Yeah.
Chrysalis looks at ball 3, so the count now runs full, 3-2. Wow, that's interesting that Lou Gehrig's number was first retired.
Yeah, and and that was because I think he got sick.
He died.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch, fouled off to the right side and out of play. Interesting though how they did that though when they put the numbers on 1 through 8 with the Yankees. I don't think there was any pitchers in number 9.
Yeah, because see where you get goofed is there. I mean, there were some players, like Ty Cobb, Christy Mathewson.
This one will be blooped right into the glove of McAnally, and another 1-2-3 inning.
They were gone before numbers were on the back of uniforms.
We'll keep it here, just chat about that. So on the pop-up, it will be another 1-2-3 inning. So Williams right now fashioning a no-hitter after 3. Sixers lead 1-0. So you look at all of these numbers. The most obvious number I'm missing right now. 14, Pete Rose.
Pete Rose.
We thought of Galarraga at number 14.
And to me, that guy not being in the Hall of Fame is the biggest.
It's a joke.
The biggest joke in Major League
Baseball.
Baseball.
Number 25, Barry Bonds. You can go right there.
And they because they all bang on like on Bonds because of he played the steroids. You know what? In that era that he played in, everybody was on him.
What number was Ted Williams?
Ted Williams?
No, don't cheat. What number was Ted Williams?
Oh God, Ted Williams, Yankee. Wasn't it 4?
I thought it was 9.
No, it might have been 9. Well,
number 9, Ted Williams.
We'll have to Google that one.
And then you would look at a guy like Yastrzemski. Yaz was 6. Man, you have to go to Boston Red Sox. Wasn't the Splendid Splinter number 9?
Number 9.
Woo. Yeah. And Yaz number 6. Peyton Seeley will lead things off for the Sixers here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Peyton with not a lot of bats, hitting .263. And watches one sail over his helmet for a ball. Ruskinen on for his third inning work. Not doing too bad of a job. Seeley pops it up, playable. Garrett comes in and makes the grab. Short pop-up to the first baseman for the first out. That'll bring up Mason Tafoya. Tafoya was safe on an error his first time. What you looking up, Nort? More numbers?
Just interesting facts. Interesting facts. So you got to admit, it's rare when a team will retire a number. Right? I mean, you got to. How rarer is it for a team to reissue a retired number?
Strike one. Don't you have to? Do you have to get permission from the retiree or the family?
Yeah, usually requires a special circumstance, such as the person for whom the number was retired returning to the team.
Tafoya blasting one over the head of Pacheco, and he will stop at second base with a stand-up double. Wow, that one he smacked over the head of Pacheco in left field.
Let's say you got a player who plays for a team. He retires, or whatever. He leaves the team. They retire his number.
Right.
But then he comes back, like Harold Baines with the White Sox.
Okay.
Because he returned to the White Sox multiple times. He came back as a coach. The White Sox also reissued Luis Aparicio's number 11.
Louis Aparicio.
Yeah, with his permission.
Romero dumps a base hit into left field. And coming around to score easily is Tafoya. And the Sixers put up another straight line on the board. They got one in and one out.
So they gave Luis Aparicio's number to Omar Vazquez.
Was he 14?
Fellow countryman, yeah, number 11.
Number 11. I knew it was in the early 10s. I remember Campy Campaneris for the A's. He wore number 19. That's a weird number for a shortstop.
Yeah.
McAnally looks at one that just drops in for a strike on curveball on the corner.
So can you think of one where a ball club has retired the number twice?
I want to say, does it have to do with the Yankees, Bobby Mercer?
Cincinnati.
And McAnally reaches up for one and drops it in for a base hit into center field. That one was like right across the shoulders, and that strength carried that one into center field for a base hit.
So here you go. You got post 6 looking to put up the big inning again.
Yep. All with one out.
The Cincinnati Reds did it. They returned Willard Hirschberger's number 5 into circulation 2 years after he died. And who'd they give it to?
You're talking way before my time.
Not necessarily. Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench. Doggone it, didn't think about Bench. That one will stay up high for a ball, 1-0.
And then they end up retiring the number again because Johnny Bench.
Johnny Bench retired, yeah. So let's see. Mickey was 7. Mickey Mantle
was 7.
Ball down low, 2-0. Wasn't Chris Shambles part of that Yankee? Wasn't he number 10? Or 10 or 19? 10.
I think he's 10.
Yeah, he was 10. Tapped foul at the plate. I'm thinking, going back to the A's glory days in the 70s, I think Gene Tennis in 72, when he was the MVP, was wearing number 38. I think by the time he left, he was into single digits catching.
Right.
Curveball on the outside, and that will be a strike, 2-2. I remember Vida Blue started out at 35, and then he dropped to 14. And I think that was with the A's. 2-2 count on the way. That's way outside, ball 3. Count full. Will we see both Romero and McAnally on the run here? Only one out in the inning.
Well, you got an opportunity to put a lot of pressure on the defense.
3-2 pitch, no one goes, and Swain got kind of handcuffed and strikes out and kind of not happy with himself on that whiff.
So before they relocated to Washington,
Senators,
The Montreal Expos had 4 numbers retired.
Well, one had to be Larry Walker's.
Nope.
No. Strike one to Pearson. He was way out in front of it. Martinez. Dennis Martinez, I do believe it was.
No.
What?
Gary Carter.
Gary Carter, number 8.
Andre Dawson.
Number
10.
10. That is just off the end of the bat foul. Pearson finds himself in the hole 0-2.
Rusty Staub.
The Grand Orange. He wore a team. Or no, he was single digits.
He wore number 10 as well. So
he
they
was
retired
10.
it twice, yeah.
Okay.
And Tim Raines, number 30.
Tim Rockin' Raines.
Yeah. And then when the Expos moved to Washington,
to become the Nationals.
They chose not to recognize any uniforms retired, right?
Right. That'll stay up high and away to Pearson. And
So,
it's 1-2.
The National Hockey League's Montreal Canadiens put a banner on the roof with all 4 of their numbers.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned when you said Washington, because I thought of the Senators. Strike 3 call. Good pitch by Ruskin. He painted the corner perfectly, and he is out of the inning without further damage. So for the Sixers, they come up with a run. 3 hits, 2 runners left after 3. Post 6 leads. That's the Sixers over the Hawks. 2-0. We'll be back after a 60-second timeout. You're watching Post 6 Baseball on 1480 KRAE.
Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union is now offering a simple way to help make your money work for you. Meridian Trust will now pay 4% interest on their Max Rewards free checking accounts with balances up to $25,000 per month. Get all the details at mymeridiantrust.com or stop by your local Meridian Trust branch with 3 locations in Cheyenne. 4349 East Lincoln Way, 1602 East Prairie Avenue, and downtown at 2223 Warren Avenue. Right now is the perfect time to become a Meridian Trust member. Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, where your deposits are safely insured by the NCUA. Be sure to stop in today. Platte Valley Bank can help you take advantage of every adventure. Whether your goals are to upgrade your vehicle or you have plans for a new business venture, we are here to help to guide your financial journey. Our customized personal and business loan options can take you from everyday excursions to epic adventures. The path to success starts at Platte Valley Bank. You belong here. Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC. Page Lane with Number One Properties extends best wishes to the Post 6 Sixers this season on another successful year on the diamond and to bring home another state championship. Page has and will always continue to support the outstanding efforts of our Post 6 baseball team and is proud to be a member of this great Cheyenne community. So when buying or selling a home or property, the one name that people have trusted to get the job done right is Page Lane at Number One Properties. She will make sure that all I's are dotted and T's are crossed when your home or property is concerned. And most importantly, thank you for referrals from your friend Page Lane at Number One Properties.
Kenny Guerrera on to pitch now for the Sixers in the top of the 4th inning. So for Kay, 17 1/3 innings. This is his 12th appearance. He started 4 games, got a record under 500, 1-2, and got an ERA that is up there over about 8 right now. So for Guerrera, time to get some work in as he will face Barrington, Froge, and Pacheco here in the top of the 4th inning. First pitch on the way is in for a strike. Control has been a lot of the problems for Caden Guerrera this season. So again, get a chance to hopefully work out some of the bugs. Another fastball. That's up for a strike on the outside corner.
He's got a nice arm. He's got good velocity.
Yeah, he sure does. 0-2 count. And the pitch. Curveball. That one is going to be hit over to McIntyre's side. It got to quickly come in for it. Fires over to Swain. 1 down on the 4-3 putout. You know, again, I was, while we were into the break, I was thinking, okay, let's go to some of the teams where they've had famous numbers. So, matter of fact, when I mentioned Washington, the Senators, I saw his picture the other day on my Facebook page. Big Frank Howard.
Oh, yeah.
I think he was like number 6, if I'm not mistaken.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
And then I was also just thinking about it, tap foul by Froge to the left side. Orioles. Look at the Orioles. All of that great talent. Robinson, Frank Robinson, 20.
Robinson was, guy was just a vacuum at third base.
Brooks, 5. Number 5. Then I can't think of any of the numbers for the pitchers. I'm thinking of Palmer. Palmer was in the teens. Cuellar was in the 20s. McAnally, I do believe, was in the
20s or 30s.
20s.
Yeah.
Chuck Dobson, no. Boy, he wanted to call that one, but he didn't. The umpire, he kind of backed off, so it's 1-1. So curveball there, or 1-2, I should say, to Froge. And the 1-2 pitch, fastball at the knees, strike 3 call. So nice start to the inning for Guerrero. All right, so we're running kind of blank on Baltimore, huh? Trying to think who else gave you some Boston numbers. I think again with Williams and Yaz. Then you had Fisk,
right?
Was it Fisk? I think he ended
27.
He was 27. Then he became 72.
And I think
Chicago.
I was going to say, I think the last time he came out was 72 because he left Chicago for a while and then came back. I forget. Yeah, something happened.
Ball and strike now to Pacheco. Pacheco, his first time up, was a strikeout victim. 1-1 pitch, curveball. That drops in perfectly for a strike.
So
1-2.
Some of the players who have had their numbers retired by multiple teams.
Well, obviously we know Jackie Robinson. That's the first one.
Obviously, yeah, that's a gimme.
That's the obvious. Another curveball. That one just high, and it's 2-2. All right.
Frank Robinson's number 20.
Cincinnati.
Retired by the Reds, the Orioles, and the then Indians.
Cleveland Indians, yeah. Because he was the first manager, wasn't he? Or wasn't he the first black manager?
I think so, yeah.
He also managed in San Francisco. Did not have an above 500 record managing.
No. He had
the temperament, though.
Yeah. He just did not have a ball club to do it with.
3-2 pitch. This one will be tapped foul.
Rod Carews, number 29.
29, Minnesota. Harmon Killebrew, 3.
So Rod Carew retired by the Twins.
Angels.
And the Angels. Hank Aaron, of course.
Braves and the
Brewers.
Ball 4 by Milwaukee.
The Brewers.
So, then again, Reggie would be with the Yankees.
See,
and
he
the
retired.
Athletics.
Yeah, he retired 2 numbers. Number 9
with Oakland.
With Oakland.
44 with the Yankees.
With the Yankees.
2-out walk to Pacheco. That'll bring up Jack Garrett. Garrett flied out to center his first time.
And to show you how good those old A's teams were, Raleigh Fingers.
34, and with the Brewers as well.
Yep, the Athletics and the Brewers. And then one, I haven't, but Greg Maddux.
With Chicago and the Brewers.
The Braves.
I was thinking back to the Brewers, Robin Yount, number 19.
Yeah. Nolan Ryan, I think, did pretty well. He retired.
Yankees.
3 of them. Nolan Ryan retired.
Excuse me, with the Mets. I'll come back. The Astros, Angels,
and the Rangers.
Yeah. 4 teams retired.
Yeah.
1-0 count to Garrett. 2 down. Pacheco at first base, drawing a 2-out walk. Motioning that he wants to take second base and test the arm of young Caden Westby.
Willie Mays didn't do too bad. He retired a couple of them.
Yeah, with the Giants and the Mets.
The Mets, yeah.
1-0 count. That stays down low, ball 2-0.
So, excluding Jackie Robinson, only Frank Robinson and Nolan Ryan have had their numbers retired by 3 teams.
Right.
Casey Stengel and Sparky Anderson, 2 teams each,
The Reds and the Tigers for Sparky.
Yeah.
And for Stengel would be the Yankees and the Mets.
Yankees and the Mets.
Strike one, fastball. Two balls and one strike. To Garrett with two down. Check over at first base. Gar seems to focus on Pacheco, keeping him close. 2-0 lead for the Sixers as we have moved to the top of the fourth inning. Game two of the double dip. Sixers winning the opening contest 10-0. 5-inning shortened contest due to the mercy rule. Garrett will stare at strike two. Is that one nice pitch by Gar?
Run's a little harder to come by in this ballgame. Although the Sixers didn't really get into
scoring until that third inning.
Yeah, third, fourth inning, yeah.
Second time around when they had that opportunity. And that one, curveball, just kind of hung inside. Count runs full. So Gar, after cruising through the first two hitters of the inning, finds himself now running full to Garrett. He's already walked Pacheco before him. 3-2 pitch. This one will be hit over to Coulter McAnally. Coulter pumps it, fires it, and throws a little low, but picked up by Swain, and the inning is over. Nothing to cry. Well, no runs, no hits, no errors. One runner left. We move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Sixers lead 2-0. Back after a 60-second timeout. You're watching Post 6 Baseball on 1480 KRAE.
Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union is now offering a simple way to help make your money work for you. Meridian Trust will now pay 4% interest on their Max Rewards free checking accounts with balances up to $25,000 per month. Get all the details at mymeridiantrust.com or stop by your local Meridian Trust branch with 3 locations in Cheyenne. 4349 East Lincoln Way, 1602 East Prairie Avenue, and downtown at 2223 Warren Avenue. Right now is the perfect time to become a Meridian Trust member. Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, where your deposits are safely insured by the NCUA. Be sure to stop in today.
Knock it out of the park with your family dinner tonight and score a home run with Two Doors Down. Two Doors Down menu selections are perfect for the active family. From gourmet burgers served with bottomless fries to soups and salads to the all-new platters. Two Doors Down, where you can enjoy a great dinner and still be able to take your family out to the ball game. Two Doors Down, 118 East 17th Street. For full menu and specials, go to twodoorsdown.net. Two Doors Down, flipping great burgers since 2009.
Reisdorfer, Westby, and McAnally. Landon McAnally here in the bottom of the fourth inning for the Sixers. Reisdorfer 0 for 1 as he grounded to third his first time. Lays off one that stayed inside by Ruskinen. Ruskinen hanging around for his fourth inning of work. Ryan Ruskinen.
He's actually pitched pretty well.
Yeah, he's kind of held the Sixers in check. This time, that one will scoot down the line, and that will be extra bases for Reisdorfer as he'll cruise into second base easily as Pacheco picks it up. Throws it away.
Yeah.
And for Reisdorfer, he's going to be sent home. Here comes the throw to the plate, and Reisdorfer is in safe. That is a strong throw.
It was.
From right field. Wow. And it was close. It was a lot closer as Barrington threw it right on the button to the catcher, Romine. But for Reisdorfer, it will be a double and an error, as he will score to make it 3-0. Error will be charged against Pacheco. That'll be a two-base error. This will be hit to the left side by Westby. Garrett forces it over to Ruskinen. And that was close. As Westby, again, batting from the left side, has that extra.
Got that extra step.
Yeah,
you don't
that
have
extra
to do.
step, yeah, and almost beat that one out. 3-1 on the scorecard. Good job by Ruskinen to cover. And it will bring up Landon McAnally. Sixers lead now 3-0. And it will be down low for a ball. And it's 1-0.
Yeah, for the Hawks here, you just now gave up a run.
Yeah, again,
Yeah,
it was
let it go.
a double to Reisdorfer,
And then
where
an overthrow,
and then Pacheco overthrew it. This one is hit off the end of the bat, picked up by Ruskin, fires over to Garrett, and where it was 3-1, we opposited it now in the book 1-3 for the second out. Peyton Seeley, who popped up to Garrett his first time. So going back to Reisdorfer, hit it down the line, which was perfect, got the double. Pacheco came up with it, threw it across the second baseman into right field.
Yeah,
so
too
again,
high.
Yeah, Conrad couldn't come away with it. But to the credit of Barrington, almost threw out Reisdorfer at the plate. So basically it was a two-base error. Strike one to Seeley. So you give him a hit, give him an error. But in the case of Ruskin, do you give him an earned run? Yes, you do. Ball is down low. Count evens, 1-1, 2 down. Tafoya on deck. Sixers with a 3-0 lead here as we move to the bottom of the fourth inning. Strike two call.
That was a good-looking pitch. That was out over the outside.
Like I said, Ruskin has not thrown bad.
No, he's thrown well.
He's been effective. That's going to be drilled into left field. That's a base hit. Hauling down the line there. First base line was Seeley as he comes up with a two-out single. And that'll bring up Mason Tafoya. Tafoya clobbered a double his last time up. Here come the heavy hitters now for the Sixers.
Yeah. Well, for the Sixers, now's your chance. Now's an opportunity to stick a crooked number on the board.
Yeah, they've only had straight lines thus far. Short lead by Seeley. Way outside for a ball. It's 1-0. Ruskinen giving up 6 hits now through 3 2/3 innings of work. On the run of Seeley, he had a great jump. Throw is low as Seeley will easily steal second base.
Yeah, that was basically stolen on the pitcher.
Yeah, Ruskin did not really give him a good look. So 2-0 to Tafoya with 2 down. And the pitch is he'll go to the right side. That one is drifting to the foul side, and it's fair ball. And Tafoya will come in to score. And Barrington had to come a long way for that one.
A lot of ground.
You got to give Tafoya a double on that. You got to give him a hit.
Yeah, because that ball was basically, it was down the line.
It was just dying down the line, so Tafoya with the double. And that will score Seeley to make the score now 4-0. That'll bring up Romero. Romero on the afternoon, again, he's 2 for 2 in this contest after going 2 for 2 in game 1. He'll bat from the left side, swing and a miss. 0-1 the count. Got to get back to some more numbers here. Got to pick out some more teams. 0-1 the count with 2 down. And Romero goes to the left side. That came off the end of the bat. It's going to be a long throw. No, it won't even be a throw.
Yeah.
Infield single for Romero.
If he'd have made that throw to first base, the runner would have scored from third.
So Tafoya will move on over to third. Romero with his third hit here in game 2. I'm trying to think, where I draw a blank on are Cardinal numbers, St. Louis Cardinals.
Well, you obviously have Newsom.
I'm thinking like Red Shandings, who was the longtime manager, and also you got Musial. Was it Musial number 6?
I think so.
You're going to have to help me out on that one. We already know Ozzie, the obvious one, won. McAnally will come on up. Flied out. Had a base hit his last time up. Quick throw to first. Nothing going on with Romero. Runners on the corners. Romero will be a threat to run.
Well, the Cardinals have been around for a long time.
McAnally looks at ball 1 on the outside.
So Ozzie is obviously number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Red Shondice?
Red Shandings.
Red Shandings. Oh, yeah, okay, there you go.
Number 2.
Right?
Okay, I don't, for some reason I kept thinking 23. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get down.
Mutual was 6.
Mutual was 6.
Bobby Gibson. Oh, Gibby, 27?
You know what? I don't even see his name on there.
Again, just outside.
Oh, yeah, Bob Gibson, 45.
45. McCarver was 15. Tim McCarver, 15.
Enos Slaughter.
Ooh,
number 9.
Enos Country Slaughter wouldn't have got that one.
And then, of course, you got
another screaming Mimi base hit into left field, and that'll easily score Tafoya. Coming to third base, head first sliding. That one actually hit off the helmet of Romero, and he will score easily as that goes into the dugout of the Sixers. So a couple of runs.
And
only one RBI for McAnally, though.
And the Sixers get a crooked number on the board.
And moving all the way to third is McAnally on the throw. That, again, from Pacheco, came in, and as he was head first sliding into third base, it looked like it bounced right off the helmet of Romero and into the Sixers dugout. So, again, everybody was granted a base. 2-out single by McAnally.
So we hit Enos Slaughter at number 9.
All right. Swain, line drive base hit. That will go into left field. And the Sixers, again, put up yet another number on the board as they've broken it open again, 6-0 here in the fourth inning. So Enos Slaughter.
Number 10.
Enos Slaughter. How about Rabbit Moranville? I remember from the early days of the Cardinals, I think he was number 1.
Yeah.
Gosh, he was.
Number 10 was Tony La Russa.
Tony La Russa.
Then you had Ken Boyer.
15?
14.
14.
Dizzy Dean.
I would never.
Number 17. Lou Brock.
He was 20.
20. Ted Simmons. 23.
23.
Whitey Herzog.
24.
24. Then you jumped up, of course, Jackie Robinson.
How about McGuire? Wasn't McGuire, was he 40?
He might have been, yeah. But
they don't have him listed as famous Cardinals?
No, they do not.
Even though he broke Roger Maris's number 9's record?
But you got Bruce Sutter.
45?
42.
42, that was close.
45 was probably one of the nastiest pitchers ever. If you ever watched films of this guy, first of all, rule number 1 is don't dig in.
That would be Gibby.
Happy Bob Gibson.
You know,
August Bush, number 85.
Okay.
And then you got a couple of,
ball one.
Yeah. Then you got Rogers Hornsby with no number.
All right.
And then of course Jack Buck, who was obviously a play-by-play guy.
Yeah. Pearson takes ball 1 off Ruskinen. And then Ruskinen now having a little difficulty. 2-0. Can't get behind Sixer hitters as that trails 7-0.
So only the New York Yankees have recognized more individuals among Major League Baseball franchises.
Quick throw down to first base. Sliding back in is Swain. Count runs to 2-1. All right, so we've got to St. Louis.
Yeah, they had.
How about
pretty
Kansas City?
Pretty impressive list.
Kansas City. You got Brett, you got Frank White. This one is lifted in the air to deep left field. That's going to be over the head of Pacheco, and it's going to be over the wall. That dog will hunt.